PYFL All-Star Youth Football is presented by Nationwide Insurance. Contact your local agent, David Noma, at 661-254-1714. That's 661-254-1714. Nationwide is on your side.
We begin the second quarter where the NFC is on the doorstep. Ball inside the 1-yard line of the AFC Stars. A huge fourth down play to begin this second quarter. Renteria remains in under center as the quarterback. Quarterback sneak.
We see Renteria taking the snap.
I'll see if Renteria got in. No indication yet. Touchdown! It's a touchdown, says the line judge.
Hey, an excellent play. I love it. Usually nowadays, on a 4th and 1, the quarterback is like 5 yards back and shotgun. I love seeing getting under the center and quick snapping it a la Tom Brady.
At Abel Renteria, 1-yard touchdown run. And suddenly it's 8-6. And the NFC will attempt the 2 to try to tie it.
The NFC will try to tie the game.
Well, they can throw it or run it. They've shown good balance in this opening half.
They have, and we talked earlier about doing the Bantam game. This group is this one level up is only a year apart.
Lopez is trapped, breaks a tackle, fighting forward and gets in. Oh, that fullback breaks the plane and ties the game at 8.
You said he was physical, and you saw it right there. Lopez. Vincent Lopez bouncing off people to get the 2-point conversion and tie this game up, Randy.
Vincent Lopez is a stud.
And it's interesting, once again, and we talked about their body types. You look at him, he looks like he would be a lineman, but yet he's playing a skilled position. And I love it. This kid that most coaches would have as a lineman with that body could one day be the next Ben Roethlisberger.
Is that your projection?
That is my projection. Well, he could be the next tight end, big tight end.
Or the next Toy Cook.
Or the next Toy Cook, but his body looks a little better. He's a little bit bigger than I was at that age.
What did you think of that answer by the NFC Stars? They came right back down the field, converted some very big plays. Renteria takes it in from the 1-yard line.
Aided by Miller's one-handed grab to get him down there, which was unbelievable, number 9. But I think you said it earlier. You thought they were a little bit discombobulated, but I think when you're playing in an all-star game, you're all excited, right? And now the game has slowed down a little bit to their liking. So let's see.
Well, the AFC will return the kickoff.
Mason.
Yeah, he showed great skills earlier. Mason Holguin, but this time he's thrown back. Albie Patton with the shoulder hit.
Albie getting in there. Albie Patton running down on kickoff, making a tackle. Nice play.
Can't get over how well the PYFL gets this all-star affair together, organizing 4 quality games.
No, they're to be commended. To come here to Moore Park, have everything set up, even had burritos in the press box for us.
We're not starved, that's for sure. They feed us well here. Well, let's see if the AFC Midgets can move it again like they did the first time with Holguin. They're looking to throw the football. No chance here. Arndt made the stop.
Number 44 in the backfield. Quarterback was scrambling around.
Yeah,
trying to pass.
That was Christopher Kulikov in at quarterback. I had to hesitate for a moment because they have duplicate numbers with the 7s, but Kulikov is the quarterback when he's in there at number 7. They have another splendid 7. Of course, that cornerback running back, Jalen Poindexter. But it was Kulikov from the Burbank Vikings that was hemmed in. Second down, 13.
I think it's going to be a pass. Ooh, little run number 15.
That's Brandon Johnson, and he can't get out of the backfield.
And the ball carrier is going to be tackled on the left-hand side of the field.
You guessed it.
Back at the 35.
Lopez.
Vincent Lopez is an authority on defense.
It's going to be 3rd and 15.
You talk about a guy that's impressionable on both sides of the line of scrimmage, it's Vincent Lopez. Ball hawk on defense, physical, dominant presence on offense. When he carries it, he is a load.
I couldn't have said it any better, Randy.
Well, continue. I never stop Toy Cook's progress.
That's right. We're going forward.
9:20 to play in the half. In an 8-8 draw.
Quarterback back to throw.
That's a great looking throw. Short of the first down on the slant pattern.
Number 16, McVay.
McVay with the catch. Chamari McVay from the West Valley Rebels.
Not an easy catch. Ran a slant. Ball was thrown low. As he gets older, you'd like for him to try to keep his feet, but first and foremost, you got to catch the ball, which he did.
One thing we know, early on, the AFC, the Midgets have playmakers all over the field.
Yeah, I think that's the first slant we've seen today. Well thrown ball, nice blocking up front, excellent execution.
Timeout is taken by the offense of the AFC. They're looking at 4th down and 6. We'll take a break. It's an 8-8 tie, the AFC and the NFC in a midget battle in the second quarter. Play fake by Kulikov. Incomplete.
By Kulikov down the left sideline. It's incomplete at the 40-yard line. Looking for the big receiver.
Well, Victor Lopez has been so good in this first half, both sides of the football.
Looking for
Yeah, no, he's definitely a playmaker, and it seems this early in the game worthy of some kind of award at the end of the game if he keeps going like he did. Trying to hit Tracy Brayton, of the AFC, big tight end, wide open, but we missed him. Kulikov.
And the ball goes over on downs, and the red-clad NFC Stars with the aforementioned Victor Lopez. We called him Vincent before, but it is officially Victor Lopez. And it's first down at the 46-yard line, and suddenly it's the NFC with a chance to get the lead. They were down early in this first half, 8-0, but they've caught up, and they're looking for more. Tafoya's in at quarterback for the first time. Anthony Tafoya.
Trying to get lined up. Eye back.
Tafoya, quarterback.
Just a simple plunge for a couple yards.
It looked like maybe Lyndon Johnson, number 55, out of the West Valley Rebels.
Now, they got to call him the president, right?
Or the president's son. Or grandson.
I would say great-great-grandson.
Right? Great-great-grandson.
Second down and 10 as we duck inside of 8 minutes to play in the first half in an 8-8 draw.
And would he be a Lyndon B or C? Lyndon B? Johnson, that is. In motion.
Another simple handoff, and this play is going nowhere, and the defense of the AFC is dialed in. Cabrera carried the football, Brian Cabrera, and he was disrupted by Lyndon Johnson, the defensive tackle. 3rd and 11. Suddenly it's turning into a physical slugfest.
I think this is going to, whoever decides to go down the field with the ball in the air has the advantage, in my opinion.
Slow to develop play. The handoff to the near side with a flag out. Cabrera trying to turn it upfield. Poindexter able to run him out of bounds, but we'll check the marker. Looks like a hold against the offense and is so indicated.
5 yards, typical when you're trying to get outside. Someone held, allowed him to turn the corner. Ref's right there. Hard to miss that one.
This will back up the NFC. Take it on their side of the field, down to the 45-yard line. So that great wide receiver's back out there. We love him, Elijah Cruz. He wears number 11. He ran some precise patterns, but I get the feeling he's in there to run the show because he can also quarterback. Remember, he caught a pass earlier today. The do-it-all, Elijah Cruz on the field. He's going to take this direct snap.
He is going to take it. The question is, what is he going to do with it?
He's going to run with it. Elijah reversing his field. Elijah Cruz on quite a dance. Still on his feet. You got to love him. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just a quality look at Elijah Cruz.
Elijah Cruz running all over the field to get 7 yards.
He was on cruise control. Here you go. I know it. I know it's coming.
It was coming, but you beat me to it. Nice job in a play that looked like it was, there was not any hope of success, and he actually made it manageable for this punt.
Well, as soon as Elijah Cruz stepped out there to run the show, you knew that something would be dialed up for him. He's just too good a football player.
Yes, they were saying earlier that, even though he's the X factor, his ability to make plays like that.
Favorable roll for the AFC, and they're going to start at their 44-yard line.
I think that was a 4-yard punt.
But who's counting, right?
We're not. We know the refs are happy. They don't have to go very far.
I think the players aren't disappointed either.
That's right. When you're a lineman, and this late in November, and it's pretty warm out here.
Yeah,
Great
last
day.
year when we had this All-Star Affair, it was raining. But the conditions today, delightful.
Yeah, I guess that would make it kind of tough in the rain.
Yeah,
Were you in the booth?
Yeah, I was covered up.
Because we've done.
I left early, though.
Okay, because we've done them where we've been on the roof outside.
Yeah, we've done them on the roof. We've done them in the stands. I've done them on the field.
Now that's big time.
That's a bunched alignment there. Designated run for the quarterback, Kloss, or Dylan Williams. They both wear 21, and that was Dylan Williams.
Dylan Williams tried to bounce outside, got pulled down.
I love the duplicate numbers because you can identify two players at once, and everybody gets credit. But it was Dylan Williams, who is fleet of foot, maybe the fastest guy in this division. Cat quick.
Well, they got to get him out in open space. But I love the tight Jim Harbaugh-like bunched offense.
Johnson trying to go outside, and he's cut down. Oh, that's a beautiful defensive effort.
Nice open field tackle.
You know, when you
Out
see
in
that
space.
kind of formation, you think you're back in the 30s.
I mean, really, between, Jim Harbaugh at Michigan and David Shaw at Stanford, going with that bunched, heavy run, in today's football game, it's all about the spread. But here on the younger divisions, obviously, and you said this earlier, there's going to be a lot more run than there is pass, which hence means we got a faster game, and you'll be able to make your third game of the day. What game are you doing later?
I'm working on a state regional volleyball final at Sierra Canyon, which is right down the road. That was Aupu, by the way, that made the stop on the defense. 3rd and 10 play. Incomplete.
Oh.
Tight defense in the secondary. Ball was intended for Roy Brown.
Well, and Christopher Kulikov, that was a nice throw. I think if Roy keeps running, that might have been a completion. But nice throw.
Koa Herrera with tight coverage in the secondary.
Tight coverage is correct. Not a lot of space, but nice throw by Kulikov.
It's 4th down and 10 in an area of the football field where it's not a done deal that they'll punt it, not 100% certainty. And Kulikov stays out there. Christopher Kulikov, the 5'5", 97-pound signal caller. On 4th and 10. And they run reverse.
Mason.
Mason Holguin, first down.
Uh-oh.
There he goes. Mason Holguin has scored again. This kid is sensational.
4th and 10, Randy. 4th and 10. Mason with his second touchdown.
Both long distance scores. So with 4:09 left in the half, Holguin has jump-started the all-star team from the AFC again and gives them a 14-8 lead.
Coach Eric Hockman of the AFC knows to go with the Mason County-Dixon line, which has now been extended.
How about extending the number of downs and going for it on 4th and 10?
4th and 10 with the run. But I guess when you have Mason, you can do that.
Mason Holguin, write that name down.
And let's give credit to that offensive line. That was a nice hole. They got great push, 4th and 10. You're thinking pass, and here they come downhill.
Remember they ran it in with Roy Brown the last time they went for 2. Williams, and he's hurled back and denied. So with just above 4 minutes to play in the half, your new score is the AFC 14 and the NFC 8. AFC kicking off with a 14-8 lead. Mason Holguin with the 2 touchdowns for the AFC.
Ooh. Wow, that looks like the AFC or NFC Watanabe got away with one. Little crack back there. You got to keep your head on a swivel, Randy.
Certainly do. You got to know where everybody is on the field. You got to have eyes in the back of your head. Coming back into quarterback, the NFC is Anthony Tafoya. Diminutive in stature, fleet of foot, with a gallant heart.
A gallant.
I'm going to start to use your Stanford vocabulary.
Gallant.
4 minutes to play in the half. Let's see if the NFC can come right back down the field like they did the last time. They're going to throw it to Aopua. And Aopua has a lot of company and a late flag. How about Christopher Klaus? He has been all over the football on defense, number 21 for the AFC.
And also there was John O'Brien come flying in.
Flag is out, and it's against the AFC. It's going to be a big penalty.
5, 10, yep.
15 would be a big penalty.
Puts the ball at the 46-yard line of the AFC.
This is his first penalty. Like personal foul, you know, now you get two.
You get 2 and you get
2.
ejected, right? I get it. I know where you're going with this, Toy Cook.
Well, I didn't see face mask, but it had to be an egregious foul, right? Oh.
Hit to the helmet.
Hit to the helmet. He would have to be escorted off the field if we were.
Yeah.
Let's go to the replay.
after further review.
Targeting.
Clock is running, by the way, with 3:20 to play in the half, and now they're going to stop the clock. And we've had some stoppages of play here and another timeout taken by the NFC. We'll take it with them. Exactly 3:21 left, opening half. You have to be enjoying this one. It's a 14-8 lead for the AFC. First and 10. Reverse. Upua just tripped up, or he might have gone the distance. Oh, is he fast. And he had a little bit of a angle there and a little bit of a crease, and he just was knocked off his pins.
Well, I think John Bryan was able to come off his block and make that tackle. Otherwise, he still might be running. You know a kid that they were talking about earlier too that's down there, Tyler Hockman, number 34.
Yeah, the coach's son.
Yes, he kept contained right there, forced the ball back inside.
Third down and 7. Another run play. Philip Kim. Philip Kim is one of these big kids who's got long strides. He's not afraid to lower the shoulder pad as he runs downfield.
Yeah, and in making that tackle, Roy Brown from the Highland Bulldogs, filling the hole. He's playing middle linebacker. Not that big, but he's tenacious. That's what they say.
That's the kind of kid you want on defense, too. He'll make you a winner as a coach.
Oh, yeah, give me 11 of him, and I can take all in the world.
We duck inside of 2 minutes to play on the half.
Ooh.
And slipping and falling is Tafoya. Probably got entangled with his offensive line. One of those linemen tripped him up.
Well, it was actually Victor Lopez that was going across and tripped him up. He's a big kid.
That's their fullback. You don't see that very often.
Not very well. He was. I don't know if they were going to run like a bootleg and try to get the ball to him or run a trap play. But I think most people that run into Victor Lopez are going to end up on the ground.
Right. He will put you on the ground in a hurry. Been one of the prominent players, certainly, in this first half for the NFC. They're looking at 4th down and 7. And Tafoya wants to unload the football if he can. That's a great throw down the field. First down. You got it. It was Victor Lopez on the circle pattern.
Well, what was really impressive was the fact that he waited for him to get open with a defensive lineman bearing down on him. Looked like he went through his reads and floated the ball over the defender's head. Nice play by the quarterback.
Yeah, Anthony Tafoya knows his progressions.
He does. Some people would say there's guys in the pros that can't do progressions.
How about the touch on the pass?
That's what I thought was most impressive. Under pressure to boot.
A feathery throw. Tafoya's got to find it now as he dropped the ball. That's going to cost him about 4 yards.
Yeah, just like that. Might have been looking downfield a little bit early.
And a timeout signaled by the NFC. 47 seconds left in the half. The AFC is protecting a 14-8 lead. Second down, waning seconds of the half for the NFC. They're down by 6.
Right here, that would be a legal substitution in the pros. But not called here. Uh-oh.
Tafoya wanted to hand it off. There was nobody there, and he's crushed. Diego Oluwich with the tackle.
He played, started with the Falcon Gremlins 5 years ago at age 7. This is a veteran of the PYFL.
Diego Oluwich. Here's a throw downfield, and it's grabbed. With the catch again is Miller, who's made circus catch in each quarter now.
And that's a first down. Mama, there goes that man again.
Final 15 seconds and a chance for the NFC after the 19-yard completion to get healthy on this drive. How about the job of Tafoya, the quarterback?
I would go to that play again. I love that oh, look at that clock play.
You know that Anthony Tafoya understands the rules and regulations of this sport and just killed the clock with 10 seconds remaining. Opening half.
That's next level coaching right there. Or, as you said, Tafoya.
I like this Tafoya. Again,
I like it Tafoya too.
He's not going to beat you with, the overall look. Some guys come on the field and you say, this guy's a monster. But it's what he gets done. He's so smooth and all the capacities of the game, running and throwing, so alert.
Uh-oh.
He's hit as he released it, and he had no chance there. Lopez was blocking for him, but thundering through was the defense, and pressuring him was Tyler Hockman again. 7 seconds left.
Yeah, I think, or maybe that was Diego right there. They're not the other 34.
They got two good 34s.
They got two good 34s, yeah.
And Olowich.
It looks like Olowich is limping off the field after that nice pressure and hit on the quarterback.
7 seconds left in the half.
Here he goes. Got him. Oh.
No chance.
No
Tafoya never had a chance. Charles Milner gets him, and that's how the half ends.
Nice played hustle by Charles Milner to end that.
Charles Milner with the big play out of the Palmdale area. Played for the Palmdale Falcons, the 5'5", 120-pound defensive lineman. So after the first 24 minutes, the AFC has a 14-8 lead behind the great touchdown runs, plural, touchdown runs of Mason Holguin. He scored them both. 14-8 at intermission.